Good morning, YouTube. I'm JB with DiscoveryBayComics, and this is What's On Today. I'm not even going to attempt it. I think I've got a little marker that's going to be right here or right here. So one of the sides of me is going to have what this is. Something about a YouTube, comic book, whatever. Right? We know what it is. Let's get to the show.
All right, first up on the recap, we've got WhoDat Comics and Movies. He dropped his second video about Holy Grail purchasing tips, and he's got some good ones, folks. Next up on the recap, we've got ComicHead84, who dropped a video last night showing us his picks for yesterday's new comic book day. Next up on the recap is actually a new channel I found a couple days ago called Certified Comic Shop. Well, I don't know about you, and I'd never really listened to podcasts, but that's what this is, and Jason, he's got tips on everything. He's talking buying, selling, trading, basically tips on everything comics, and it's a good listen. You may want to go over there and check him out.
Alright, so that was it for the recap. Now we're going to get to the good stuff. What's actually on today? Let's get to it.
All right, to start our morning, we've got Comics with Bueller. And he's going to give us the sneak peek of all the new comic books coming out January 23rd. And this is the most comprehensive look at covers that you will get on YouTube. Welcome back, Bueller. We missed you. Next up this morning, we've got comic book reviews over at Economics and Comics. That starts at 9 a.m. my time, 12 Eastern. Hey, I'd like to give a huge shout out to our friend Metarog, who has taken up the huge responsibility of giving out all the updates on weekly contests that are going on in the comic book community. And you know what, Metarog? I really, really appreciate it. He actually is on top of this. He's telling you when deadlines are coming, all the details that you need for every contest, and he's putting this content out every Thursday at 9 a.m. my time, 12 noon Eastern. You know what I'm going to say? Go check him out. All right. Next up at 1 o'clock my time, we've got a live show over at Thanatos Comics. Matt does Thirsty Thursdays, the GoCollect show, and this one's fun. You got the guys in the chat are having Matt look up slabs on GoCollect, and it's all interactive, sharing the screens, we're looking up comics, it's a great time. Now, what else is on the screen, you say? Thanatos is also having a 700 subscriber contest video dropping later in the day. What time? I got an idea. Go over and hit the subscribe button, maybe hit the notification bell, so you can get the scoop on that contest video. Next up, we've got Beyond the Panel, a closer look at Age of Republic special edition that dropped yesterday from my favorite Star Wars channel, Beyond the Blast Doors. And that's today at 3 o'clock my time, 6 o'clock Eastern. All right, folks, another day, another video from the Comic Chief. Today, he's dropping two. One at 2:45 my time, one at 3 my time. The Comic Chief presents Throwback Thursdays, and then recapping Jason Aaron's Avengers. All right, next up at 3:30 my time, 6:30 Eastern on Regie Simmons' IFBB Pro channel, we've got another edition of Random Run. Not sure what he's going to be showing us today, but it's always Next good. Up, we've got a live show over at Simpleman's Comics. Brian and Jack DeMaio of Instagram, aka Mr. Bolo, will recap their hot new comic release list. Also, Jack is going to announce the winner of their IGCBSI swag contest. Don't you just love the word swag? Next up, we've got another live show, this time over on the Tony Sanders channel, and this one's a good one. It's called What's Your Grail, and it's a running series. This time he's got special guest WhoDat Comics and Movies. That's at 7 o'clock my time, 9 o'clock Eastern. Up, another live show. This time, JP at All About Comics is hosting Comics and Cold Ones, episode 32. Today, 7 p.m. my time, 10 p.m. Eastern. All right, next up, I'd like to take a moment to shout out the Great Legend and the Great Legend Show. This gentleman does so much for this community, words can't describe. It does not matter what content he's putting out, you should be watching it. He is in everybody's shows and everybody's chats, constantly giving support to even the smallest YouTuber, and we all appreciate you, Legend. So tonight we got something that is just fun. A lot of the guys that collect comics also are into wrestling. And tonight there'll be a live show where they're going to discuss their predictions for the Royal Rumble. And when you say they, I'm talking about the Bueller Comic Corps with C. Woodard and the Great Legend.
Wow, what a lineup, right? All those opportunities to go chat. I mean, bounce back and forth. Go check one out for a couple minutes, go check another one out. You never know what you're going to find. Man, okay, next up I got my community spotlight.
All right, in today's community spotlight, I wanted to talk about the mystery box. We had some really great unboxings yesterday, and let's get right to it. Over at D-Runk Comics, he did the Comic Tom 101 mystery mail call unboxing, and it did not disappoint. Then we head on over to Chad 90 MF Comics, and remember, that's MF as in Miles From Comics, and he did the Bueller box. And let me tell you what, the Bueller box never, ever disappoints. Then we head over to both Ray at RB3 and Matt at Thanatos Comics, and they're doing the Boy Who Had Sevens mystery box, and that one's a little bit more upscale, but it also contains some great keys. Check it out.
Well, that's it for today. I really appreciate you watching. If you have any comments, please drop them below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed it. Share it if you think there's somebody who needs this information. And look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Don't forget, we had a good time.